Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Christina and beads make me so happy. In this video, we will be making our limited edition turquoise dagger earrings. I can only make 50 of these kits because they no longer make these beautiful daggers anymore, and I have been saving them for this special kit. You will have 6 daggers and 2 of these turquoise inlay brass beads. We'll also have this vibrant size 11 Czech glass mix, red and orange size 8 seed beads, and these antique bronze metal spacers. We will be using Nymo thread and a size 12 beading needle. We are going to start out with 3 feet of thread. This is more than you need for this pair of earrings, but I did add some extra of the size 11 seed bead mix in case you want to make these a little bit longer than what I've designed here. Just make sure you count out your beads and have enough to get both earrings completed. Cut off 3 feet of thread. String one end of the thread into the 6mm soldered jump ring. Leaving about a 4-inch tail, tie the thread in a double knot onto the jump ring. This jump ring does not open, so you don't have to worry about the thread slipping out. This knot is nothing fancy, just make sure it's nice and tight and that you leave about a 4-inch tail. We will tie this tail off at the end. Thread the needle onto the other end of the thread. Hide the tip of the thread between your pincher fingers and move it down till you can only see a tiny white speck. Lay the eye of the needle onto the speck and gently push it through. Pull the thread through the eye about 6 inches. We are not doubling up this thread. String on one of the larger saucer-shaped brass spacers. 1 turquoise focal bead, 1 more brass saucer spacer, and 1 orange size 8 seed bead. Move the beads down the thread to the jump ring. Coming out of that size 8 orange bead, pick up 6 size 11 seed beads at random. It doesn't matter what colors you pick, just pick up 6 size 11 beads. Then string on 1 brass nugget bead, 1 orange size 8 bead, and 1 brass nugget bead. Then add 1 size 8 red bead. I use this accent sequence on every fringe. Nugget, orange, nugget, red. The only thing that changes is we increase that first set of 11. Now string on 3 size 11 beads, 1 dagger, and 3 more size 11 beads. This also is the same on every single fringe. Move all the beads below the size 8 red bead down and out of the way. It should be 3 11s, the dagger, and 3 11s. Skipping that set of beads, pass the needle back up the fringe and the focal beads all the way up to the jump ring. Be careful not to skip any beads. We are passing our needle back up all of the beads till we're coming out of that very top brass spacer. Pull the thread all the way through. Hold on to the dagger and pull the thread tight. If you pull it too tight, your dagger might stick out sideways, so make sure you find that right little bit of tension so that your dagger isn't sticking out and is laying nice and flat. Your thread is going to be on one side of the jump ring. Thread your needle through the hole of the jump ring and back down through the focal beads. Come out of that size 8 orange bead where our other fringe has started. Pull your thread all the way through. Coming out of that orange size 8 bead, string on 12 size 11 seed beads. I am increasing each fringe by 6 beads. If you want to make these a little longer or a little more dramatic, you can add more than 6 beads. You have a little extra of this mix if you want to be a little extra. Next, string on that nugget sequence. Nugget, orange, nugget, red. Then string on 3 size 11s, the dagger, and 3 more size 11s. Move all the beads below the size 8 red bead down and out of the way. It should be the 3 11s, the daggers, and the 3 11s. Skipping all of those beads at the bottom, pass the needle back up the fringe and the focal beads all the way back up to the jump ring. Be careful not to skip any beads. If you do, take off your needle, pull your thread out, and try again. Pull the thread all the way through, hold on to the dagger and pull your thread and the dagger in opposite directions and it'll cinch that thread right up. Pet your fringe, pet those daggers, roll the beads around. This will help you get the tension correct. Pass your needle through the jump ring and back down the focal beads and get yourself in position to add that third fringe. You're going to add that last fringe the same way we added the first two, this time adding 18 size 11 seed beads. Go ahead and hit pause and come back when you are back at the top of the earring by the jump ring and ready to tie off your thread. My last fringe is on and I am tightening up that thread. Before we tie this off, you want to make sure that the tension is just right. Too tight and those daggers will stick out to the side. Too loose and you see thread. Start by pulling it too tight and then gently pet the fringe and loosen it into position. To tie off this thread, we are going to hitch it a few times onto the jump ring. Pass your needle into the loop of the jump ring, and before you pull it all the way through, dive back into the loop that the thread makes. This is going to hitch a little knot onto the side of the jump ring. Repeat. Pass your needle into the jump ring, and before you pull it all the way through, pass the needle back into the loop of that thread, creating a little hitch loop around the jump ring. Do this 3 or 4 times. Next, pass your needle down through the spacer bead, the focal bead, the spacer bead, the size 8 seed bead, and into a few of the beads in the fringe. You might not be able to do this in one pass, so don't feel bad if you got to do a few beads at a time. Go into a few of the beads in the fringe and then come out and pull the needle all the way through. This is going to hold that tail down and your tail is not going to come out of these beads. Trim that tail as close to the beads as possible, just make sure you don't cut your fringe. Thread your needle onto that tiny tail from the beginning of the project and pass that thread down through the focal beads and into one of the fringe so you can secure it and trim it off as well. Go down a few of the beads inside of one of the fringe, pull that thread all the way through and trim it as close as possible with your scissors. But again, please don't cut your fringe on accident because that would suck. Next, we need to add the ear wire. The loop on this ear wire is facing the wrong way for this design. We need to rotate the loop before attaching it to the earring. You're going to hold the loop with your plier and gently rotate it so it's in line with the ear wire. Only do this once, please. If you do this too many times, this earring loop will snap. Now twist that loop open and string on the earring. There is no front or back. You can decide whichever side you like the best. Gently close that loop back up and enjoy. This is such a versatile design. You can use any beads you want in any sort of style or design. If you were one of the lucky few to get one of these kits, thank you so much, and thank you for joining me. Please check out our website full of DIY kits and colorful jewelry making supplies, beadsmakemehappy.com.